Hi, welcome to another episode of Intronetics. My name is Ash, your voiceover artist, your actor, your content creator, your advertising consultant, and the whole nine yard. Today we're going to talk about overacting. In voiceover, simply because you cannot be seen but you can be heard, it's required that you put all your energy in the voice. So all the moods, all the who's and the has, put it in the voice, because people cannot see you. It's not TV. It's not even theater. They can only hear you. So you have to put all your energy in that acting. And as a result, we come about the word overacting. But that's not what I want to talk about. I'm sure you really understand the need for that. But I want to talk about the people that asked you to overact when they obviously don't understand the script. But this is how I approach it from a psychological standpoint. In life, when people assume a position that they think is a position of authority between you and them when you're doing a business enterprise, or you just come across somebody and that person feels he's in a position of authority, he tends to give you orders or tell you what to do about your own trade. I'm not saying, so let's take an example. You, the voiceover artist with the producer in the studio, who is a professional producer when it comes to using the equipment, the production, software, and the rest. And you're a professional voiceover artist who has gone through training, who's gone to the school, and he likewise has gone to production school. So you guys are masters in your different field. But most of the time we encounter a situation where a producer asks you to do it this way, that way, this way, that way, thereby almost encroaching on your own field of specialty. But don't fret. The reason I'm here today is not that you should not do it. Do it. Do as it says. It has its own advantages. But if I have to break it down, when you question why they're asking you to do it that way, they will tell you it's the brief from the client. Let it be the brief from the client. Even the client doesn't know as you know, because you've been trained in this. I mean, when you get a script and you read a script, just like an actor, when you read a script, you know how to bring it to life because you've seen the storyline and you're a trained actor. You're a trained voice actor, so you know what is necessary. But they're not. They just have what we could call a synopsis or an idea of what the script is all about, an overview. But you certainly know what it deserves. So you're going to interpret it well because you've been trained to do so. But in most of the scenarios, even clients, when they come into the studio, there's every possibility that they tell you, they instruct you, they tell you how to do it. It's okay. Do it. The beauty of it is, if it's returned for correction, then it wouldn't be your fault. So as at that time, you might as well ask for correction fee, because it's part of our professional requirement that when correction comes, you're entitled to a correction fee. But I know you have the relationship with the producer, the client, because over time you guys have been working together. Okay, you probably might not ask for a correction fee, but you probably might let them know about it, and maybe they know about it too. But the advantage is when correction comes, it wouldn't be your fault that correction came. But I also want to address some of my voiceover colleagues who have low self-esteem, because sometimes producers or clients might really tear you into shreds and you wouldn't really feel it anymore. There's something we call diminishing returns. It might set in after you're asked to take and retake and retake and retake a script over and over and over and over again. I had a friend who took 10 takes of a script, 10 takes. And you know what happened at the 10th take? He submitted the second take as the 10th take. And when the client heard it, they now said, "Nah, that's what we're talking about. Where have you been all this while? Where did you keep all this energy?" It's basically a psychological thing. I mean, when people get on that pedestal, or they tend to see mistakes that you make in your take, meanwhile, there ain't no mistakes because you're a pro. You're pulling all the right strings. You're observing all the rules. But they don't know about the rules. That's the beauty of all those things. When you have a talent and you're trained, you're now skilled. If you're making mistakes about your trade, that's the benefit of being skilled or being trained. When you're making mistakes, you will know. But someone who is not trained in that field would not know. They probably might learn about that job, just like you say, learn on the job. That's what will happen to them. And if you want to learn on any job, it might take you 2 whole years or more. It depends on how fast you can catch up. But when you're trained in a job, when you're making mistakes, you will know. That's the reason why you were trained, to spot the mistakes yourself. But I have to give it to you because I want to address you today. Don't feel too bad about yourself when these people talk to you that way or ask you to take as many takes as possible. You should understand where they're coming from. They're coming from where I say they're coming from. So take it, but don't let it lower your self-esteem because you're good to go. You're good like that. There are so many other jobs you would do and your client would never return it because they even believe in your judgment, because they know you're a pro, because they know you've been schooled and you've been trained and you're now skilled apart from being talented. So I'm talking to those set of people who are my colleagues who need other people's validation for their confirmation. Oh, don't do that. As long as you're trained, you're good to go. My name is Ash. We just talked about overacting. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please do share. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.